happy here and just recording another one of these shelter in place thing vlog. I don't know. I'll probably just copy the same title from the last one. I almost wasn't going to record this, but then my internet hiccuped, and you know what? I figured for some reason that got me to do it because I was in the middle of playing Animal Crossing and it had no bearing on that. I guess it just distracted my brain long enough to be like, you know what? Maybe I should record another one of those. So nothing quite as fancy as last week, but a lot of people said they were kind of grateful for this more level-headed vlog compared to just the usual content that we produce, you know, stuff related to Final Fantasy VII Remake or 14, guides, you know, all the stuff that is kind of the norm on the channel. And I just wanted to level with what the first week of shelter in place has been like for me. Because again, I know it doesn't seem it, but I do actually exercise the freedom to go outside and go places fairly often in my daily life. So the last week has actually been a little bit of a behavioral change for me. Last Monday, I believe, was when I recorded the first vlog, and then it's Monday night right now, and you guys will see this on Tuesday. So I think it's just about a week apart from each other while we're doing this. So the first week hasn't really been that bad. We were pretty well stocked. I've made one trip outside to go to the grocery store just to pick up a few more essentials. Went 15 minutes before the actual grocery store was closing, so there was barely anyone there. The one near me isn't restricting the number of people that are allowed to go inside, but I have heard of other ones near me that are doing that. So we'll see if that ends up happening, but I shouldn't have to go back there for quite some time because fairly well stocked at this point. It was pretty nice, though, going out into the supermarket, not because of, you know, getting out of the house, but saw a lot of precautions and things. Like there were disinfectant wipes that were right next to like the grocery cart, so you could pick them up and, you know, so you didn't have to actually touch the grocery cart, or if you didn't have your own gloves or anything like that. There was a bag it yourself policy with the cashiers where if you brought your own bag, you also had to bag all of your own groceries. And if you didn't, then they would still hand you a bag that they had packed, but they would be wearing gloves, or they would give you disinfectant wipes for you to hold your own bag. So there's a lot of those very basic precautions that, you know, just kind of comforting to see that the essentials that are in my area are providing things like that for people who have that level of concern. And you know what? I'm responsible enough to at least make use of those facilities if they're going to be provided to me in a time where everything's just kind of going crazy, you know, and more of the world is being put in the shelter in place. I had a few people in my Twitch chat telling me that their states or their countries even are now exercising similar things. So as someone who's been through it for a week, you know, it's just been a lot of video games and occasionally working on a video, even something as simple as this. Now, Animal Crossing has certainly hurt productivity. If anything, I should make a couple of videos, at least doing some highlights of some Animal Crossing shenanigans that we've had. We've had some really big fishing moments. We've had some internet connectivity issues that have led to some pretty funny events in there. And at the very least, producing something for people to watch and for people to smile about is still the goal for the next several weeks. This vlog is at the very least a minimum for videos that will come out on Tuesday, and we'll see about some other things going through Wednesday and the rest of the week. We'll probably have some very, very simple videos coming out this week because, to be honest, Animal Crossing has just kind of consumed the first at least week of its existence. And oh my goodness, I had a video that was on and my internet came back. You guys didn't hear it, but it was like a new Rockstar's video of like them watching the Infinity Saga and stuff, and it just completely distracted me right there. But we're going to continue with the video. I've been losing sleep over Animal Crossing. I've been playing it nonstop every day. This is I've been wearing my headset all day hair, and probably need to, you know, put a new battery in the headset soon. But other than that, I mean, this last week has been pretty good for exercising certain, I guess, responsibilities to myself in regards to habits that I used to have. You know, I gave up soda about a month and a half ago. I think that was just about the right time to do it. It's the second time in my life I've done that, and so that's been going really well for things like sleep. So I've managed to improve that. So even with less sleeping hours and more time Animal Crossing, I generally am getting a better sleep. One thing I've exercised a lot in shelter in place is actually going out of my way to produce meals. You know, I've kind of just lived out of a local deli or you know, a local restaurant for a while now, just because I was like, I got to get in, get out, get back, get working, whatever it is I needed to do. But, making eggs and toast in the morning, or, making a burger here and there, or something along those lines. So I've tried to kind of take this whole shelter in place opportunity, this whole thing, and try to use it as an opportunity to turn some of my habits around at home. Because I don't think it goes without saying when you look at me sometimes that those habits don't necessarily have priorities in a sense. I do, the basic hygiene. I brush my teeth every day, morning and night. I take a shower, but like you've seen me often disheveled with like my beard, or barely able to stay awake, yawning through videos. And fixing little things like that has really been something that's given my shelter in place, I guess, a little bit more reprieve, I suppose. Also taking the opportunity to write down a bunch of video ideas. Had some video idea requests in the latest Mondays with Mr. Happy, retrospects of jobs and how they've evolved over the expansions, which, to be honest, is like 17 jobs in 14 right now. Like 17 job ideas, 17 videos that I can make, and those still don't even prevent me from doing things like the 3 remaining verses that we have to do for 4.2. So we've got a lot of potential good in the pipeline. We've got plenty of State of the Realms planned out. Hopefully the Relic quest will give us a little more content to talk about. People seem to really enjoy the editing on the guide after I released it, and the Führer guide will take a while. But you know what? These guides are so late. They were already irrelevant when I released Fulmination guide, because the party finder's used to things. So producing something that's more extravagant and fulfilling to me as somebody who really wants to take the extra time to work on the videos to that degree, but just no way it meets the demand of the people who are playing the game. If I'm already late, I might as well take the time to enjoy that. So you're going to see very similar effects going into the Führer guide. Fiery text, sort of wind-like text. Modifying the text is actually one of the most fun things I have. But also just things like blowing up the party list, arrows pointing, names of things, pieces of advice on the screen. A lot of people really liked it, and I'm glad, because even if it doesn't do amazingly because it's not timely, that feels so much better as somebody who did years and years of video editing and knows how to do more advanced video editing, but exercises none of it in my daily life because it just isn't a timely thing. So thank you for enjoying that, and thank you for just sitting here with me for a very peaceful vlog. No video game in the background. I contemplated playing Animal Crossing during this, but I did that for Mondays with Mr. Happy, so I didn't want to overload it. I might still overload the channel with Animal Crossing this week. It's kind of an unavoidable thing when it's the only game you're playing for 12 plus hours a day, every day for a week. Just kind of going to happen while we're waiting for the next 14 update and or P5R. Persona 5 Royal will probably be the next game that I actually play. But hopefully, those of you out there are safe. Those of you out there are, have plenty of content to consume while you're home, while you're being safe. And yeah, that's all I'm here to do, is to give you some sort of 10-15 minute distraction away from everything else that's going on in the world right now. Because I think, honestly, even as someone who's making this, I kind of appreciate myself for doing this, because I don't want to think about those things. And Animal Crossing has been great for that, but sometimes talking about it's just as good. So I'm sure there are plenty of people in the comment sections who are dealing with some crazy stuff right now, stuff they're not really accustomed to. I don't think any of us really are. And, feel free to support each other in the comment section as well. But that's going to be a wrap for this. I'm sorry, I didn't even take 10 minutes. Just about a 9-minute video, approximately, with the total time. So thank you for watching this. Be safe out there. And maybe we do another one of these for the end of the week. I got an Aloha video coming out before the end of the week. So hopefully that'll make you guys smile a little bit. And, yeah, just be good to each other. But I'll see you guys in the next vlog or the next normal video that I release. And until then, take care.